right, babe, you want to do the honors? Go ahead. Do not mess this up. It is an art of how you put this straw through this lid. Don't mess it up. Go ahead.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, that was perfect. Taste test. Let me try that. Let me try it.
Kiwi and green tea.
Amazing. 9 out of 10.
Look at that.
What? Oh. Got it. Actually, 9.5 out of 10. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. First stop is Tai Chi Bubble Tea in Druid Hills, and this is my absolute favorite bubble tea spot in Atlanta. And we stopped here this morning because we're moving out of Atlanta in under 2 months now. So it's got me thinking, where have I not been in a while? What do I want to hit up while we still have time here? And the first spot that came to mind is Tai Chi, which I haven't been to in like a year and a half. So if you like bubble tea, it really is amazing. Check it out. It's I can't stress enough how good that place is. We have officially started getting ready for a move out of Atlanta in June by packing up the clothes in our bedroom closet that we either never wear or winter clothes that we won't need again while we're living here. So as you can see, we've got a couple boxes here. These hangers are starting to look a little bare bones. Normal clothes are on here. Normal clothes are up there hardly, as well as right here. So we got to go out and buy a lot more boxes. It's getting real. It's getting real. It's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Already been a year in this third apartment I've had here in Atlanta. So kind of crazy. But in the meantime, let's get into the rest of this video. I hope you enjoy. Let's go. So moving from one apartment to another in the same city is one thing, but moving across the country is a whole nother story. And it is extremely difficult and complicated and takes really months of planning before it happens. I was just on the phone with a cross-country mover getting a quote of what it would cost to move my stuff from Atlanta, Georgia to Cleveland, Ohio. The move where they take care of everything for you, like soup to nuts, front to back, everything, meet them back at the destination, everything set up wherever you're going. Take a guess of what that would cost for a one-bedroom apartment. Keep in mind, one-bedroom apartment is not a full house. I'll give you a second, I'll give you 3 seconds right now. Think of what that move would cost. Maybe you're guessing 3 grand, right? 4 grand, 4,500 bucks. $7,800. $7,800 to have my stuff moved for me from here to there. Yeah, I'm honestly not doing that. I'm gonna get a few more quotes, but let's assume they're all about the same. That's not happening. So the plan B is now gonna get a U-Haul myself. I guess hire a few movers just to move my stuff from my apartment into the U-Haul. Then I drive the U-Haul all the way back myself, which means Skylar needs to drive our car all the way back. If you have any recommendations on long distance movers, please let me know, because I'm not paying $8 grand. But getting there is just half of it. Then the other half is what do we do when we actually get there? And the easiest, most logical option is to move in somewhere new right away, whatever that apartment or house might be. Well, the issue is my lease here goes all the way through end of August, and I need to move back to Ohio in the middle of June. So if I move into another apartment right away, that means I would have to pay double rent for the months of July and August. That'd be like $4 grand a month. I don't want to pay $4 grand a month in rent. Even if I wanted to suck it up and pay double rent, I probably still wouldn't, because I don't have any time before I move back to go back to Ohio and tour apartments or tour houses. And when I lock myself into a lease like that, or really buy anything expensive, my BS meter and my senses are ultra high to make sure I don't get screwed over. So I gotta go see that myself if I'm gonna lock into that lease and move in anywhere. So because I don't have the time to do that, my plan is to get a storage unit, move all my stuff into a storage unit for a couple months, I guess, whenever I get done figuring stuff out, because there's a lot of unknown with my move back to Ohio. And in the meantime, maybe crash with my parents. And just like that, that was the last game of the season, and really the last game for me, period, with soccer in the streets. Tied the game 4-4. This organization has been absolutely amazing to coach for. Like, seriously, so awesome. If you don't know what it is, I would highly recommend you look up Soccer in the Streets. It's a really give back community with a really good mission and motto behind what they do here in the inner city. So I've had an incredible experience coaching here for 2 years. I wish I could absolutely stay here and coach here longer, but on to bigger and better things. I'm going to remember everything I did here with Soccer in the Streets over the last 2 years and truly take it with me for the rest of my life. When it comes time to move, I expect unknown costs out to wazoo. I mean, I can already picture probably an extra $1,000 or $2,000 worth of just stuff I gotta pay for that I can't think of at this moment. I have a dog now. Do I need to get some kind of pet transportation services or materials? I don't know. I'll figure that out. I've gotten a U-Haul before, but I've never gotten one for, it would be overnights over the course of like 2 or 3 days. How much is that gonna cost me? I mean, I don't know either. But the one thing I'm so now looking forward to is the address change. Again, so I've had 3 apartments here in 3 years. I still get stuff mailed to my first apartment. Not even my second one, the last one, but I still get stuff mailed to my first apartment, even though I have tried to change the addresses on everything I can think of. But how many insurance companies and doctors and stores and subscription services and people I know, how many of those things total have my address? I don't know, 100, maybe 200, no idea. Changing your address every time you move somewhere is such a pain. And the other miscellaneous stuff I gotta change, right? I gotta cut off the water and the electricity and the internet from my current apartment, so they stop billing me there, move it to wherever the next one might end up being, and change like my auto insurance, which actually I think when I move to Ohio, that'll be the one thing that I really get a break on, because my auto insurance here living in the city is ridiculous. And also health insurance. Every time you gotta change your health insurance, it's like pulling teeth, bro. All right, baby, what day is it?
Game day.
It is game day in the A, baby. It's the best day. I'm not gonna lie, we just got some really good seats. I think I'm the king of last minute seats, because right now it is, where's my phone? No, it is 6:14 and the game starts in an hour and 16 minutes precisely. I just bought the tickets. I'm the king of last minute tickets. But before we head out, I'm sipping on a Coors Light. You know what's funny? Every year in my life, I think I've had a new beer preference, and here's what I mean. When I turned 21, for whatever reason, I was huge into Canadian beers, so Labatt Blue and Molson I was high on. When I turned 22, Yuengling, classic American beer, became my favorite. When I turned 23, that's when I got big into Modelo. Modelo is, to this day, probably the best, large manufacturer packaged beer. When I turned 24, that's when I realized, that's why I matured a little bit. I realized that Blue Moon does not taste like cardboard, but Blue Moon is actually an amazing, refreshing beer. And now that I turned 25, I throw it back to the classic Coors Light. I don't know what it is, but every year in my life, I've had a new preference of my favorite beer. If you can relate to that, if that even makes sense, let me know, because I'm kind of curious. But as always, please drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Always be safe. It is not worth it. Uber is like 15 bucks. Just pay the price. Anyways, we're playing Cincinnati tonight. It should be dope. This morning for breakfast, Skylar made an amazing looking sandwich. What we got, babe? What we got, babe? What do we have in there?
It's a fried egg sandwich. Avocado, mayonnaise, tomato, fried egg. Oh, and hash browns. And
hot sauce. I started putting hot sauce on everything. You could have like the worst meal of all time, but just drench some hot sauce on there and it instantly becomes good. Let's try this out.
How was it?
I'm telling you, part of the reason I started dating Skylar is because of her amazing sandwiches. 9 out of 10. And just noticed I got this on my face. Should probably wipe that off. Oops. There we go. Lost that game 2-1. Honestly, it was a piss poor performance. Probably the worst game I've been to. So, yeah, it was still fun. Otherwise, the seats were dope. But that team better bounce back next week because that was terrible. This past week, the weather's been kind of wild. It's been a mix of 80 and sunny. And then right now, it's about 48 or 50 and raining. You can hardly see the skyline over there in the distance. But hey guys, let's wrap this video up. I'm actually using this stool on the counter as a tripod, which is kind of weird. I lost my tripod, can't find it. So this will do for now. Hope you guys enjoyed another vlog today as much as I did making. I think it's another pretty chill, pretty laid back. I can't believe how many YouTube videos I cranked out by now, well over 200. So anyone who has been consistently there along for the ride, I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So I hope you guys enjoyed another video today as much as I did making. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Also subscribe to my channel if you have not yet because I dropped a new video every single Monday that you don't want to miss. Actually, let's wrap this up in the rain. Why not? As always guys, work hard, be nice to people. I'll see you guys next Monday.